In front of me are 2 penny boxes from the great state of Illinois. We're hoping to find something in these 2 boxes to either add to the Lincoln Dansko Penny album, maybe the Canadian Small Cents album, or just some more goodies for the collection. Hey everyone, it's Rob Finds Treasure and welcome back to the channel. A couple of Illinois State penny boxes that was gifted to me by one of my subscribers for my birthday. Thank you very much for that. These are going to be boxes 385 and 386 of the series. They were closed, taped shut. I went ahead and cracked them open to make sure they were circulated cents. They are. So hopefully we can find some goodies in them. Now, this is episode 201, and after this episode, we are only going to be 14 boxes away from 1,000,000 pennies searched. You know the ones we're missing. We did upgrade the 1950 last time in the last episode. Let's see if we can get some more upgrades and or additions. We're going to get right on to the hunt and see if we can get some of those upgrades and or additions in this box. It's always nice seeing a copper cent from the 60s on top. All right. I'll loop you guys back in when I have my first find of the first box of this 2-box hunt. Roll number 3 is going to give us our first find. It's not a wheat cent or anything else that you might imagine. Take a look at this. In a bank-wrapped roll, we have a dime, which I will take because that means we just made 9 cents. Can't get mad at that, although no finds for the board just yet. Roll number 7 is going to give us our first wheat cent find of the hunt, reverse facing. And it's a 1946 out of Denver. We also found a 1966 Canadian so far. Roll number 9 is going to give us our second wheat cent, and it looks like a beauty, even though it's brown. Take a look at this. That is a nice 1941 Lincoln cent. It could be an upgrader. And for those that don't know, the 1941 actually has 3 different doubled dies on the obverse. One at the date, which I do not see. It does have a scratch, unfortunately. One at Liberty and also at Trust. It's not the double die, any of them. It does have that little scratch, but at the end of the day, that's a nice find in circulation. Could be an upgrader. I will take it. And yeah, what a nice coin. All right, 2 wheat cents, 9 rolls in. Roll number 11. Another dime. Is this dime time or a penny hunt? Holy cow. 2002 Philly, right? Or is that an 8? Looks like it could be an 8. It is. 2008, and we have a 2017, both Philadelphia. I'll take more dimes, along with more wheat cents. Roll number 15 is going to give us a couple of wheat cents. Wheat cents 3 and 4. And wheat cent number 3 looks old. Is it old? It's not. It's just a damaged 1958 Denver. Holy cow. Wheat cent number 4 is a 56 Denver. 2 more wheat cents, 4 on the board. Roll 17. Wheat cent number 5, a 1951 Denver. Roll number 29. Wheat cent number 6. That's a 1946 Philly. Roll number 31 is going to give us dime number 3. Holy cow, the machine that is wrapping these up in Illinois is definitely off in our favor. We'll take them. Back to the hunt. We're on roll number 38, and I found a variety. Under the scope is a 2014 Philadelphia minted shield cent, and there's 3 different DDOs on this one. One is recognized by all the major grading companies, the FS 101. Then there's the double die 002 and 003. Now, I've done a shorts video that included this. I'll put a link to that up here if you want to check out some of the modern double dies you can look for on the shield cents. That being said, we wanted the FS 101. It looks very similar, but I believe mine's going to be the double die 003. Let me bring up my scope really quick on the recording here so you guys can see it. And you can clearly see that there's extra serif splitting and thickness to the 2014. Definitely a DDO. And on this coin, it also has doubling on Trust. You can see the extra thickness on the R, the lopsidedness of the U and the S. So definitely going to have doubling there. But the main reason why I know it's the 003 is there's a die break or a die crack right here inside of the 4 in 2014. And if I bring back up Variety Vista and I bring up 003, it's going to show you right here that die break and the extra doubling that's around the 4. If I bring up the FS 101, which it looks similar to, you also have some of this doubling here on 2014. But in addition, you have doubling on the B, and this one doesn't have it. So without a shadow of a doubt, we definitely have the 003. ANAX would slab it, but it's not in nice enough condition, and it's a minor variety. But I will be putting it in a flip regardless, and it's the first time I have found a double die on the 2014 of any kind. We will take it. Nice find. Back to the hunt. Roll number 46, and we finally made it to our 7th wheat cent. The box started hot, but then got cold. 1956 Denver, again in better shape. Well, that's going to do it for the first box of this 2-box Illinois State penny hunt. And you know what? Yeah, it was light on wheat cents, but it was good overall on finds, and we'll get to them in a second. But I do want to make mention, it is nice getting a somewhat splash of red 1941 Lincoln cent that could be an upgrader for the album. On top of that, we did get 3 dimes. Thank you very much. We made 27 cents in that box. We also got a variety. I've been looking for the 2014 FS 101. It's not that, but it is a DDO, number 003, and we'll take it. We'll also take 3 Canadian cents, a 65, a 66, and a 78, along with 6 1959s, and 1 bright and shiny copper cent, a 1961. What a beauty. We did not get any 69 S's, as usual, but speaking of copper, we scored 3 pounds, 10 ounces of copper in that box. Holy cow. We are well on our way to 5 pounds. All we need is a decent second box, and we'll take more wheat cents. Speaking of the second box, let's crack into it. Let's get this hunt started. As soon as I have a find in the second box of this 2-box hunt, I'll be sure to bring you guys back on in. Roll number 2 of box 2 is going to give us our first wheat cent of the second box, and number 8 overall, it's going to be a 1953 Denver. Roll number 3 of the second box, we have a couple of wheat cents. That'll put us at 10 now. Wheat cent number 9 is a 1957 Denver, and peeking out back here is wheat cent number 10, and it's also a 57 Denver. We made it to 10 early on. Can we get to 20? An eternity later. We're up to roll number 31 now. We finally have another wheat cent for the hunt. Wheat cent number 11 is going to be a 52 Denver. Roll number 84. Wheat cent number 12. And that's going to be a 1947 Denver. Roll number 96. We've got 13 wheat cents now. We need 1 more in this box for both boxes to have 7. And that's a better looking 1958 Denver than the last one we found. Well, that's going to do it for the second box of this 2-box Illinois State penny hunt. And you know what? They were decent boxes, not on the amount of wheat cent finds, because we only had 13, 7 in box 1, 6 in box 2. But overall finds was fun, and I had a lot of fun scoping all the Philadelphia coins to see if I get any varieties, and we got one. 12, pretty common, probably not going to upgrade anything. Wheat cents on the top part of the board. The best wheat cent found, you've seen it, was the 41 Philly, hoping that's an upgrader. You saw the DDO that we found, we'll take that. First time I found one from 2014. We made some money on 3 dimes, can't get mad at that. We ended with 5 Canadian cents. We added a 1995 and a 2002 to the board. Moving on down to the 59s, a total of 9 of them. And then we did have 169S in the second box, and it was a shiny one. Too bad that's not the DDO. So 2 shinies, 1 is a 69S. Copper was fantastic. This is 5 pounds back here. We had to go to a backup cup for another 2 pounds. A total of 7 pounds of copper found in the 2 boxes from the state of Illinois. And I don't know if you guys are seeing that up there as well, but man, that's a lot of copper. That's just like the Northeast copper, and you can't get mad at that. Let me compare this penny to the album as well as these. See if we have any upgrades or additions. I don't think we have additions, obviously, but let me do that. And then I'll bring you guys back with a look at the penny book and some final thoughts on these Illinois State penny boxes. All right, I have finished comparing all of today's finds to the album, and we do have an upgrader. I went ahead and slotted that 1941. Yeah, it has a little bit of a scuff mark there or some gunk on it, but it has a splash of red and great detail, and it's much nicer than the one we had in there overall. So definitely going to use that one as an upgrader. Nothing else could be upgraded or added to. And I'll make a quick note. We've had this book for so long that some of the bright and shiny ones that are in here, because they touch each other when you close the book, we are starting to get a little bit of toning on them. So I could make a case to upgrade them all, but I'm not going to do that unless it's definitely a home run upgrader. We're going to leave the original ones in there. There are a few brown ones, though, that I do want to upgrade if I can get lucky. And of course, as I move backwards, we could definitely use some upgrades in the wheat cent years as we get older. But before we do that, we only have 14 more boxes to search before we close out this series. And we have not found anything lately. 212 out of 234 found is pretty nice from 386 boxes searched. But man, it'd be nice to get one or two more if we could. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 2-box penny hunt. I do want to thank that subscriber in Illinois who sent the boxes. I appreciate it, brother. That was a nice birthday gift, and I had a lot of fun going through them. If you guys enjoyed it as well, please give me that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.